I think people got the whole concept of forgiveness twisted up. Because you ever notice how forgiving someone doesn't always mean you're you want them around again? That's the thing people don't get about forgiveness. Because forgiveness isn't an open door. It's a closed wound. It's about letting people back in. No, rewind, said that wrong. It's not about letting people back in. It's about letting the pain stop owning you. You can forgive someone and still say, I don't want the energy near me again. You can wish them peace and still protect your own. Because forgiveness isn't a reunion, it's a release. And unironically, nobody showed me that better than Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. This man, Thorfinn, he lived for revenge. His whole identity was built around hate, hatred from Askeladd. He vowed to kill him when he killed his dad. And he thought peace would come from getting even, but it never did. When Askeladd died, spoiler warning, so did the only thing that gave Thorfinn a purpose. And in that silence, in that emptiness, he realized the real enemy was never out there. It was inside of him. Let me fix the camera real quick. It was inside of him. That's when he said something most people could never say. I have no enemies. And that line, bro, that changed everything for me. Because Thorfinn, what Thorfinn meant wasn't that nobody ever wronged him. He meant he refused to keep living in hate because he realized hatred kept him in chains. He became a slave to his hatred. And by thinking and by saying, I have no enemies, is the highest form of forgiveness. He finally let go of those shackles that kept him binded to his hatred. It's like saying, you hurt me, but won't become what hurt me. You wrong me, but I won't let that wrong define me. You see what I'm saying? He didn't go back to being friends with everyone. He didn't pretend that the pain never happened. He just made peace with it. And ultimately, moved on. He moved forward in life. And that's the lesson. You can forgive someone and still keep your distance. You can heal without returning to the same place that broke you. That's another subject for another day, by the way. Because forgiveness is for your soul. Boundaries are for your peace. Together, they free you. People will, because if you think about it, people will say, if you really forgive me, or if you really forgave me, you'd let me back in. Nah, twin. Nah, bro. If I really forgave you, I'd let go of that bitterness, not the boundaries. Forgiveness means I'm not holding on, or I'm not holding the blade anymore. But it doesn't mean I'll walk back into the fight. It means I've outgrown the war inside of me, the hatred that kept me moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Thorfinn understood as well. Peace doesn't mean weakness, it means mastery, in a way. And you can't really find peace in revenge. You can't heal by reopening old doors that God has closed for a reason. Because if you keep opening closed doors and going back to the same places that hurt you for revenge or closure or whatever, you realize you're just fueling in, you're throwing more wood into the fire. You're just giving into your hatred towards that person or that something. See? Sometimes peace means walking away with no hate, no anger, no explanation, just silence and understanding. Because when you reach that level of peace, the people who used to hurt you can't even reach you anymore. You become more or less untouchable. Not because you're cold, but mostly because you're healed. So, yeah, I forgive you, but I'm not coming back. You're still a part of my story. You're still a part of who I am. You're still a part of what made me become what I am. See? But you're not a part of my circle anymore. I have no enemies, but I also have no time for energy that drains my soul. Because forgiveness doesn't mean access, it means peace, it means growth. It finally, and I mean it, finally means finally being free. Free like Luffy, that's my goal. Anyways, stay real.